Welcome for another edition of What the F CGC, Jerry the Jitterbug style. Now, as you can see here, we have a low grade, but not the lowest you can go, copy of Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse Outwits the Phantom Blot. I will leave a link below in relation to the uploads with the submission and unboxing of this book, which we're going to feature a few little clips in this upload. And if you recall, I had a series how I conserved this book without doing any traditional conservation major endeavors such as leaf casting and tear seals. I wanted to keep it raw and natural, but I worked very hard. This is the book that had the tape on the front cover, and this is the book that I got from John Hanna. Thank you, John. Shout out to you. So the main issue that I had when I received this book back from CGC is this chunk that I thought was missing in the front cover on the bottom of the spine. Now, I took a lot of time and detail to wrap it around, and it was there when I submitted it. So the issue when I unboxed it was, did CGC break that piece off and not give it back to me? So I said I would contact CGC and find out what they have to say about it, and this is the main point of this upload. But before we get into it, if I look very closely, and I don't know if the camera is picking it up, I believe that the actual chunk is still there. And what happened was CGC, instead of encapsulating it and keeping it folded over where the presentation of the book would be a lot better, they either intentionally or negligently encapsulated the book with a large chunk on the bottom corner folded underneath the inside of the book. So let's take a quick look down memory lane. Very quick, guys, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, because I'm not going to crack this open, or maybe I will, but I don't feel like paying for it because I sent this book in express and it was very expensive. By the time you're done with all the fees and shipping, it's close to 175 a book. So I don't feel like resubmitting it. So I tried to take the steps to contact CGC, and here are the results and the steps. But let's, like I said, go back and see the unboxing and what I saw when I unboxed it. So stay tuned. An issue I see with the cover is this piece right here. I worked very hard flipping the back cover over so the area that was ripped was actually in the front. And I'm gonna do a montage of pictures comparing how I submit it and how the book looks now. So here's issue 1. You see the cover is not even. Let me know, guys, if you think that this is minimum and not an issue. The second problem I see is the bottom left corner of the front. The back cover, I had it flipped around nicely, and I don't know if that chunk is missing in grading or it's just folded under. I don't know, but this to me is troublesome, because if they just took their time in encapsulating it, that should have been present in the front. And stay tuned and check out the before and after pictures, or actually the comparison pictures that I'm gonna present. Okay, guys, as you saw, as soon as I unboxed the book, I was disappointed. I did acknowledge that that was a problem, and let's go now to voiceover with copies of the email exchanges back and forth from me to CGC, and a description of what happened and what the end results were. Okay guys, after unboxing the book on or about May 9th, 2022, I called customer service at CGC and I spoke to a nice woman by the name of Tina. Tina said to take photos of the areas in question and to email her. So what I did is I drafted an email saying, "Dear Tina, attached, please find 3 photos. The main issue is the bottom left front cover. I don't know if the piece broke off during grading or whether it is folded behind the book. I enclose a picture of the area before I sent the book in and upon receipt today. The last picture is a dog ear in back of the cover that I believe occurred during grading. Please advise what the next step is. Thank you." So in addition, as you'll see, the 3 photos that I provided are dealing with the specific chunk that was either folded under or missing. This is the bottom piece, provided substantial evidence. And then here was a picture that I provided of the whole book just to show the cover. The next day on 5/10, I emailed Tina asking her to acknowledge receipt of my email that I sent, and she did. She said, "Good morning, Gerald. I did receive the pictures and I sent them to the team. According to the team, there was nothing in the grader notes indicating it fell off, but given the extremely low grade and fragility of the book, it is very likely did break off. Looks like it was hanging on by a thread originally. It would not have changed the grade either way. Please let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day." This was not an acceptable answer in my view, so I emailed her back. The responsive email to Tina was a question that CGC, in my view, did not want. "Thank you for responding," I wrote. "Assuming that it is true, where is the piece that fell off?" Tina answered, "Great question. I will inquire." Now, this email exchange occurred on 5/10/22. I did not receive a response for a few days, so I emailed again on 5/12/22. I was wondering if you received an answer in relation to what does CGC do with pieces of covers that allegedly fall off during grading. Thank you. I got more specific. Tina answered, "I have no answers as of yet. I will reach out to the team and let you know." Fast forward, 5/26/22, I have not received an answer, and I wrote, "Good morning. I have not yet received a response to my last email dated May 13th, 2022, and I'm still asking, what does CGC do to chunks that allegedly fall off?" CGC opened the door saying that it most likely fell off, and I have not yet received an answer. What happens to the pieces that fall off? So there you have it, guys. That was the history in relation to the Walt Disney Mickey Mouse Outwits the Phantom Blot. Since the end of May, starting in June, I periodically emailed Tina asking her if she received an answer. Each and every one of my emails remained silent. She did not respond. So I emailed in June 2 or 3 times, and I have not emailed yet in July of this year, 2022. So I'm at a crossroads right now because I don't know what to do, how to proceed. I haven't decided. So if anyone has any comments, any suggestions, what you would do, is it fair for CGC to say that they felt that a piece fell off, which in my view, it's tucked underneath the book? Did they open up a can of worms in saying a piece fell off? What happens if this is a big number book, which it is a big number book, for me at least? What happens if chunks fall off during grading? Should CGC save them? Should they contact the owner? So I am going to continue this journey with this book because I am unsatisfied with the way they encapsulated it, CGC, and I am definitely looking forward to seeing what the viewers have to say about it. So thanks for watching and stay tuned.